play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. It's a play fake. Now Vick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
16 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
1st down.
That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know, in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the red zone now, Vick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Throwing, Vick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kyle Juszczyk there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Morton Anderson on for the extra point.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Here's Tate to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
The 28-yard line.
Vick with a give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Vick. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9, Vick.
42-yard line.
Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
27 on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Vick operating on first down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
To Kyle Juszczyk.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. To throw again on second down, Vick. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He's got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd and short. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Vick. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Vick will look to throw on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Vick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away.
Is good.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we're the booth alongside Charles Davis on Brian Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Here's Tate to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Vic now. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
Well, CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo, I thought they'd be the AFC East front runners anyway. Pittsburgh, they got Big Ben back, and they've got that great defense. But Chicago, so inconsistent on offense, especially in 2 of the first 3 games of the season. Nick Foles took over in their big win in Atlanta, and he'll probably carry them the rest of the way.
Yes, 7 remaining unbeatens in the NFL after 3 weeks of the regular season.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They will indeed go for it. Vic. Now he'll escape to his left. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Vic, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Vic. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move, 1st and 10. It'll be Vic once more. That one complete to Hill. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Vic to the air again. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vic, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score. Chiefs 14. Eagles 10. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And 9 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now here's Vic. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. So here's Vic following the interception, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
The second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond.
For conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The ball carried by
a gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 16, Vick escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Quick throw out wide by Vick. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Michael Vick. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try the left side. It's Jackson, and they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
The Hall of Famer's kick is good, and we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Vick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Vick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Vick to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with a longtime Buccaneer. It's Mike Allstott.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So everything rests on the left foot of the great Morton Anderson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So everything rests on the left foot of the great Morton Anderson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Eagles are going to win the football game.